You were the one around when the whole thing happened. Now, can you tell us what really happened?
On that fateful day, it was on a Saturday,
Yes.
she called me. Usually, I would never be at home on a Saturday. But that day, I was home with my husband and she called at exactly 1:34. When she called, she said, She Wanli. You know, I wouldn't know what made me. I felt something was wrong for her to have called me. So I had to quickly call my husband and my little baby. So the three of us rushed out of the house. But unfortunately, we couldn't get entrance to the house because she had not opened the door that afternoon.
Okay.
While we were there, you know, my husband just felt we could speak with her at a place just by our window. So he called me and I went there. I noticed she was stark naked. Stark naked. So I was like, Actress, please. I kept calling her. She was always Actress to me. I say, Actress, please open the door. My son was like, Mom, Dad, no, let's break this door. Before we knew it, he had broken the net. And it was like, he had even attempted breaking the other door, the main door. But Actress, we just heard her say, Emma Shilekun, Emma Wo, or what do you people say? We don't break the door. So when she said
Because she was naked.
Because she was naked. It took her a very long time. She had a dress with her. She eventually had the dress on.
But she could not wear it.
She wore it. She
Okay.
wore the dress herself that day. She wore it, but it was a short one.
Okay.
And immediately I noticed it was short.
Was she sitting on the floor?
Yeah, she was sitting on the floor.
By the door?
Very close to the door. Very, very close. But because she was stark naked, she couldn't. That was the reason why she did not open the door on time. And when my son said, let's break, she kept saying, Emma Bolekun, Moma Shilekun. And immediately she had on the dress, she opened the door.
Herself.
But before then, she had gasped for breath. So I knew we were in for trouble. So when she opened the door and my husband saw the situation, my husband ran out to say, first aid first. But unfortunately, he got to two places and the nurses were not around. So he had to come back. Then again, I said, let's give her something to drink. We went to buy something, gave her Lucozade Boost. Then I said, please, I have Holy Communion at home. I gave her, she drank it. She drank the Holy Communion. And, you know, when we noticed how she was, it started raining. The rain was heavy, yes. I had to quickly run out to look for other hands because we had tried to put her in the car. But when we got her up, she couldn't move her legs. So I ran out and started calling for help. People were not around. I ran to the other street. Fortunately, I met 2-3 other people. I was saying, please leave everything you are doing, please. So they ran with me. Hefty guys, but it was so unfortunately they couldn't still carry her. But beforehand, I had to call my son, get me my cover clothes, get me my bed sheet, just to cover her nakedness because what she had on was small.
Short.
Yes. But before we knew it, she gasped for breath again, a second time that time. And I saw the way she was behaving. But we tried, we lifted her up. About 5-6 people lifted her up into the car. And I had to drive the car myself.
Why?
Because she jokes. She would be like, I wouldn't know. I guess somebody was like, they told her one time that, if anything happens, what will you do? She said, I have good neighbors, So, with that.
Okay, so there was nobody that could drive the car at that time?
We had somebody to drive the car. The person was nervous. A man. I had to tell the person, to come out of the gate was difficult. I said, come down from the car. And I drove the car myself, even faster than how I could have. I don't like driving out of these clothes. So oftentimes what I do is I have a girl, a lady, about 26. I'll tell her, come and please drive the car out for me. But that day, I wouldn't know where that strength came. I drove it very fast. Even people at Pipeline, where she lives, they knew something was wrong. It was that bad. It was bad. It's still like a dream to me, especially when I see her things around. I'll be like, is it really true? The actress, because that's what I will always call actress. Is it true that she has really gone?
So you, between that time that she called you till the time she was able to open the door, how long?
It took a long time. It took almost over 30 minutes. It took a long time. I had to keep saying, actress, please open the door, because I think it was difficult for her to put on her gown. That was what really, and because she never knew it was going to result to it was going to end that way. If not, she wouldn't have. She was covering herself.
Yes.
She wouldn't have minded her breaking the door that day. Honestly.
But she insisted that you shouldn't break the door.
Yeah. At the time we lifted her up, but it was difficult for her to carry her legs. Yes. I think breath was already going out of her that afternoon.
Did she make it to the hospital?
Well, I don't think so, because my husband in a way said they got a pulse in the hospital, but I don't want to totally believe that.
No, the doctor said there was no pulse.
I don't want to totally believe that. It was the way she acted. That was what made me to quickly run out. It was my first time of experiencing a thing like that.
Yeah.
I've had friends past, but not while I was there. Not while I was there. It was when I noticed she couldn't move her legs again that I knew that there was danger. I knew there was, because I had a friend that passed like that.
While you were inside the car, okay, you were the one driving.
I was the one driving, and
who was
my
with you?
my
Your son?
my son is my daughter's friend was with us.
you.
So I told her, Esther, enter the car and please don't leave her. Stop pressing her chest, and that was what she was doing. We never knew she had passed. We never knew she had passed.
At that time, she wasn't saying anything.
She wasn't saying anything. She wasn't saying anything.
Even before you left here, though.
She wasn't saying anything again. She wasn't.
So when you got to the hospital?
When we got to the hospital, to bring her out of the car too was difficult. But they got help. They brought her out. They attended to her immediately.
Yes.
They passed. They had to before.
Drip,
they passed a drip to her to see if they could resuscitate her. They had to give her oxygen. They tried. They were with her for over 2 hours. Even before most of you came, they were still with her.
Yes. Yes.
But at the time, we felt she was all right. That was why they took her into the hospital.
You had hope.
Yes, we were so hopeful. I was so hopeful. I felt our actress, we were very hopeful. They said they are taking her in. And I felt, that means all is well. Only for them to later tell us that she had passed. They told us she had passed, which was a very painful one.
Prior to that time, what kind of relationship did you have?
I had a very cordial relationship with her. Honestly, I never knew her before she moved in. I wasn't one of the types that watched TV. So, she said, we had a good relationship, even with my children. When my children should call me, I should say, you have lovely children, calm, they are well trained and everything. We talk, we gist, we can be up, we can stand for a long time and talk for hours. My children will be like, Mom, I say, no, at rest now. They'll from upstairs say, Mom, they'll be winking at me that I should come up. I say, no, she loved to gist too. When she wanted to. Yeah. It's not when she doesn't want to talk with you, you won't see her outside. So we had a good relationship. At least we lived together for between 4 to 6 years. We never had any quarrel. We never, and we never quarrel about anything. She knew where to draw a line, and I knew the same thing. Yes. Yeah. So we never had any cause to fight or quarrel about anything. She was here at home, she was very peaceful with everybody.
It's very unfortunate that we couldn't get to do an autopsy to be certain of the cause of her death. Now, relating by what happened that day, some felt it was heart attack. I felt it was an asthmatic attack. Judging by what happened, you said that for a while she was gasping for breath. And then knowing that she had asthma from time, I was surprised when you said that you didn't know that she was